Hello dear friends, Michelle is back on the line. Just in case if you are watching my review for the first time, I remind you that I am preparing a wide variety of materials on trading in international financial markets. This time I will not tell you about interesting historical cases and the meaning of various financial terms. I just want to bring your attention to the second part of my position on the project T4trade.com. I have already said that these are scammers, and not of the highest level, but today I will show you some more convincing evidence that this project absolutely cannot be trusted. Yes, friends, if you find my reviews interesting, I ask you not to forget to like me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's important to me that the information about the project T4trade.com becomes available to a large number of traders. Thus, it is the only way I can prevent the theft of your funds by scammers. But it's time to start my review and tell you something interesting. Let's go, guys. Okay. Now, friends, first of all, as always, I suggest that you move with me to the central page of the project portal T4trade.com. If you have not watched the first part of my review of this fraudulent project, I remind you that there are 4 key signs by which I can say that this is actually not a broker, but only a solid appearance and imitation. Concerning the trading instruments that you can work at T4trade, there are only contracts for price difference, the so-called CFDs. This tool has nothing to do with the stock market at all. It is the simplest financial bet between a broker and a trader. So trusting a partner with whom you actually have a direct conflict of interests is definitely not worth it. After all, if you make an incorrect forecast while working with CFDs, then your money goes directly to the broker. The next point is that the leverage is too high. You see, here is proposed the level of 1 to 1000. White brokers will never offer you to take such a high risk. The maximum leverage is usually set at 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, and here you are offered to work with a risk that will be 100 times higher than the standard conditions of white licensed brokers. Next point is the blatant lies about zero spreads when working on T4trade platform. Even the closest study of all the proposals available here doesn't allow us to find at least one tool that could be used to work on the stated conditions. And the last point is the offshore registration of in the Seychelles and the license of the local regulator. I have already said more than once that all offshore brokers, in my opinion, are not regulated. This is due to the nuances of offshore legislation. In fact, everything is quite simple here. If we assume that an offshore broker decides to cheat you and steal your money, you will almost never be able to return it by yourself, and your expenses for expensive international lawyers may eventually exceed the amount of lost funds several times. And today, I want to tell you about another secret of T4trade project which they are trying to hide carefully. Yes, this is not explicitly stated on the website, but if you study the paid positive reviews about this pseudo-broker on some specialized resources dedicated to trading in international financial markets, you will understand that the period of presence on the market of this project is calculated in years, but in fact this is not the case at all. I'll show you everything now. Look, we are now on one of the most trusted resources in the network, which is called whois.com. Here we see that the domain with the name T4trade.com was registered back in the year 2000. And this is exactly what the broker's support staff will tell you, claiming that the project has existed for a long period of time and can be trusted for 100%. But I don't believe it, and I don't advise you to believe this lie. Now let's go to the another portal, which is called Web Archive. For 2018, 2019 and 2021, we can see recordings about the domain T4trade.com. Now let's see what the web machine managed to find at the address we are interested in. For example, for the date of August 2018. Let's see, just a second. Okay, here's a look. The domain was in the status for sale. Okay, now let's check 2019. Okay, and as you can see, in 2019 it was completely removed. And the last point that is interesting for me, let's check the 2021, the end of December. Yeah, just a second, please. Let's wait. Okay, yeah, the interface of the fraudsters portal, which is perfectly familiar to us, finally appeared. What does it mean? That is, in fact, that life cycle of the project began about 6 months ago only. I do not know what other comments are needed here, and I have already said that it is a fraudulent project that has neither a normal portal nor normal regulation, and it was opened only a few months ago. How can you believe anything here? I don't see any advantages here at all. And you understand what the problem is here. Scammers do not always, but very often, take advantage of the low level of financial literacy of novice traders, promoting their resources with the help of aggressive advertising on social media. They will promise you that you will be able to earn money quickly, doing practically nothing at the same time. Of course, all this will not work with professional traders who know that in order to achieve excellent results in trading, you need to study long and hard, develop your own trading systems, and strictly adhere to the chosen strategies. In general, according to statistics, only about 20% of the total number of traders coming to the market are successful. And I don't want you to just be deceived without even giving you a chance to try to become a professional. Yep. Just a second, I'm coming back to you. Yeah. Okay, guys. What conclusion can I have on this project? Of course, I will not change my opinion, which I voiced to you last time. T4trade.com, these are the real scammers, and I don't advise anyone to invest here. And I want to tell you that if you have already encountered them or even lost your money, I strongly recommend that you write to me about what happened to you. For my part, I guarantee you complete anonymity, but I will try to give you some tips on how best you can do to get your funds back. Yes, if you have any questions or suggestions, be sure to write them to me in the comments. I will be very happy to answer them. That's all I wanted to tell you today, guys. I say goodbye to you until we meet in my new reviews. Thanks to everyone who watched my review. Ciao, bye.